So, the most recent BAFTAs was quite a controversial evening, to say the least. In case you are unaware what happened, let me explain. So, the BAFTAs. The BAFTAs stand for the British Academy Film Awards, kind of like the Oscars, but not, if you know what I mean. Now, one of the invited guests was a man called John Davidson. Now, he was invited because there was a film that was made all about him, as he is a man who lives with Tourette's, and he is a big name in when it comes to Tourette's activism in bringing awareness towards what Tourette's is and educating people. Now, his film, the film that was about him, titled I Swear, actually won an award that evening, so congratulations to everyone involved in that. However, it was not his victory that caught attention. It was more so towards something in which he said during the ceremony. Now, during the ceremony, Sinners, the film, won an award, and when Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo was on the stage, he can be heard, John Davidson can be heard shouting the N-word at the two of them. Now, why did he shout the N-word? Well, that was him having a tic, and that specific clip got effectively shared basically around the world, has harbored millions of views and millions of comments at this point, people chipping in their own opinions on the matter, whether or not he should apologize, what should be done about this, because that word is unacceptable. I can't even say the word. Unacceptable to say. But what also is unacceptable is people basically completely disregarding the fact that John Davidson has Tourette's and has explained, his condition. We are not going to be ignorant about the condition in which that he has to live with his entire life. We will not do that because that's effectively ableism, and we do not stand for that. Now, he has given an exclusive interview with Variety magazine. I think it's a magazine. I actually don't know really what it's called, but he's given an interview with Variety and has basically explained everything. Also, he has said since the fallout, Davidson's team shares that he's reached out to the studio handling Sinners in order to directly apologize to Jordan, Lindo, and the production designer, Hannah Beechler. Now, he has the type of Tourette's which is called coprolalia, I can't say it right, I'm sorry. And as you can see here, he says, I want to know and understand that my tics have absolutely nothing to do with what I think, feel, or believe. It's an involuntary neurological misfire. My tics are not an intention, not a choice, and not a reflection of my values. And he's also said that when the chair of the BAFTA started speaking on Sunday, I shouted boring. On Sunday, Alan Cumming joked about his own sexuality, and when referencing Paddington Bear, said, maybe you would like to come home with me, Paddington. It wouldn't be the first time I've taken a hairy Peruvian bear home with me. This resulted in homophobic tics from me and led to a shout of pedophile that was likely triggered because Paddington Bear is a children's character. He has also gone on in the interview to say that Studio Canal were working closely with BAFTA, and BAFTA had made us all aware that any swearing would be edited out of the broadcast. I have made 4 documentaries of the BBC in the past and feel that they should have been aware of what to expect from Tourette's and working harder to prevent anything that I said, which after all was some 40 rows back from the stage. He was sitting 40 rows back from the main stage. Keep that in mind. From where he was sitting in the auditorium, there was a microphone just in front of him, and with hindsight, I have to question whether this was wise, so close to where I was seated, knowing I would tic. As you can see, it says it all here, sitting 40 rows back from the stage. There was a microphone that was placed just in front of him. I don't know if that was intentional. Now, I place basically all responsibility on the BBC and on the broadcasters, as well as who decided to put a microphone in front of a man who is going to tic, because, he's worked with BBC previously before. They have knowledge of this, unless they decided to so conveniently forget. It also says here, I was so far from the stage. From the lack of response from early presenters to my tics, and with no one turning around to look at me, I assumed, like everyone else, that I could not be heard on the stage. He also did say that he decided to leave the auditorium when Delroy and Michael B. Jordan appeared to look up from their roles as presenters. Now, BBC, they had 2 hours because the broadcast was 2 hours delayed for us, and so they had 2 hours to either mute it or they could completely cut it out, but they didn't. Comment down below what you guys think of this entire thing. Just be respectful of this entire thing. Have some empathy, because it's not like John blatantly said, the N-word in order to purposefully hurt someone. That's not, you know, what he was trying to do. So hold some compassion there, but also hold compassion towards those who do feel upset with the word that was used, because, like, as I've said, the word has very negative connotations. But that's going to be it for this video. Comment down below what you guys would also like to see on this channel, and I hope to see you all very soon with a brand new video.